tonight we're gonna do a little scotch. We got some from the Renew collection. Ardbeg Corryvreckan. Isla Scotch.
Ardbeg.
From the Isle of Islay. Coming in at what are we at? 57.1% about it.
That's a good profit for some scotch right there.
14.2.
Yeah.
I don't get that high usually.
Definitely gonna be some smoky stuff. It's kind of early on in the evening, but hey, dude, this is a review we've been waiting to do for a little bit.
Yeah, gotta get it done sooner or later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting low on the bottle, so.
Anybody knows, Scotch people know, and a lot of people just like whiskey in general. I mean, it's going to be a very smoky whiskey. We have a lot of smoky whiskeys in the collection. So this one comes in non-chill filtered, natural color. I think every Ardbeg comes in like that, though. They have a good integrity presentation to where they're not coloring their stuff and it's non-chill filtered. And definitely some smoky stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I love me some Ardbeg, man. That's the best smoke ever, I find.
It's definitely good.
Oh, that's amazing, man. It's like eating steak and having your whiskey with it. Marinated whiskey steak.
Briny smoke.
Yeah, man. It does come off as meaty out of all the whiskeys. Lagavulin does as well, but I find Ardbeg always comes off meaty. You know what I mean?
Lots of oils.
Lagavulin smoke almost comes off as a struck match. You know?
Okay, yeah.
To where this always comes off as like a
Like a little more acidic, sulfurish. And this
Right.
more just like a salty,
Meat.
like a meat salt.
Salty meat,
like,
yeah.
This smells straight
Salt
with
meat.
salt
There you go.
brine
So
with
it's kinda
that
thick
smoke
up.
to it, you
Yeah.
know?
Definitely get a brine. Still kind of get that smoked meat smell coming off of some brisket we just ate.
Salt meat and green beans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Mom used to put in green beans.
Man,
or,
this
or
would
white
be
beans.
great with some brisket. I wish we had some.
Oh, some good smoked brisket.
All right.
Damn, it's so briny, dude.
Only if somebody would have got up at 2 a.m. and actually put it on the grill.
Yeah. Sure. I know somebody who might have. But if you have some smoke though, there is like a sweet to it.
Oh yeah. The bottle says, let's see. Somewhere here. Turbulent, peppery, dark fruits.
Peppery. Definitely peppery. Oh,
Well, I haven't tried it. At least not tonight. I haven't
Dude,
tried it. But
there, like the nose is a chameleon. So when you taste it,
swirling aromas, torrents of deep, peaty,
so smoky.
peppery taste lurk beneath the surface of this beautiful balanced stream.
it's very peppery.
Yeah.
Big time.
Matter
I
of
never
fact,
really got that on that.
pepper
before.
steak.
There you go. Black pepper steak.
Coarse ground black pepper steak.
It's my favorite beef jerky.
You don't get it in the smell, but taste it.
The old Trapper's pepper beef jerky.
You get it in the taste. I don't get any pepper on the nose.
No, me neither. If it is, maybe
There
the pepper
I
on the
just
nose is more like a white pepper.
I just get that
brown.
salty
Yeah.
brine, that smoky, salty
Yeah.
brine on the nose.
I was on that palate. Straight up smoking black pepper.
Yeah.
Smoked black pepper. Eat the dark fruits.
Mm-hmm. Definitely get the dark fruits in the back.
This is definitely opened up a little bit now. It's been open for a little while. Not as pungent as it was when I first opened it.
Oh man,
It's not overly complex, and I like that about it. It's to the point. It's pepper. It's smoke. It's meat. Almost like I said, a peppered steak. But then towards the end, the fruits open up.
Oh, okay, the fruit.
Yeah, and it is dark fruit. It's hard to maybe plum something really dark.
I think
Yeah.
because it's not overly complex, it allows a lot of the other flavors to
Yeah.
shine.
And then the finish is long, and the smoke lingers for a while on there, like most
Yeah,
peated whiskeys.
That
The
is
smoke
hanging
stays on the
around.
palate for a long time.
Yeah, you get that smoke right up front, and then that black pepper, just bam.
And the
How
smoke
you
stays
feel?
around. It's like it's like you just had meat off the grill. It tastes,
Yeah.
it's just you have that flavor. very savory whiskey.
It's really good, and again for 100, we probably say this way too much, but for 114
It's
proof, this is not.
Yeah.
It's not hitting like that at all.
Either we drink too much or it's really smooth.
I like Scotch at a higher proof, and you just don't get it too often. Most of them are in the
It's hard to
90.
get. Yeah, I'm sure in Scotland you're like, man, we get that weed shit all the time. We don't, so you know what I mean?
Well,
They
they're
probably don't get high proof bourbon like we get either, though. You know?
they're not calling that a cask strength. A lot of cask strength Scotches are right
You
around
can call
that.
that cash strength, I would say. Yeah.
So I mean, it's not said cask strength on there, but it basically probably realistically is.
Yeah. The only reason why I would say it wouldn't be cask strength is because they probably add a little water to proof it to whatever they proof it to. Because every bottle is probably that proof.
Yeah.
Whereas cask strength, like
Got
spring
it.
bakes, spring bake is different every year. You know,
Well, they're gonna have to, they're not.
they're not pulling.
They're putting out a balanced product.
Right. They're putting out something and keeping it consistent. You know. But
I ain't no problem with keeping this consistent. That's for sure.
it's
If
good, man.
this tasted like this every time I drank it, I'd be happy every time I drank it.
Of the Ardbegs I've had, I think this is my favorite. I used to really love the Ugadale because I really like that sherry taste, and I'm not real big on dark fruit taste. And I say that, but every time I have it, I was like, man, it really kind of beats out almost everything else in complexity and richness and just flavors and so on. But man, the Corryvreckan, like I said, I used to like the Ugadale, but this one's I think my favorite. I still like good old tin.
See what a little water does to it.
Like
It might not do well, but
you still got a wee beastie, huh? We finished mine.
Yeah, I still got a wee piece.
So out of all
I
the
still have
Ardbegs,
10 actually too.
this is definitely my favorite Ardbeg.
I had to say that too.
I've had the Ugadale, and it's good. If you're a sherry, if you like some sherry stuff, the Ugadale might win out for you. Me personally, I enjoy the pepper in this one, and it's more instead of a sweet fruit, it's more of a savory thing. It's got more like a meaty taste than
That's way too much water.
than the sherry flavor. That's all right.
That's not a sip.
Roll it around, let it open up, see what it does.
Let's see what we're gonna get out of that. It's about 80 proof now.
So, but that's when you can really pick out flavors, man. Just you keep that water in it, let it open up, and see what happens.
Turn this thing off.
But I like that Corryvreckan though. I really do.
Heck yeah, man. Good stuff. I
So-
can tell you right away.
Out of all the Ardbegs in the affordable range, like some of them, like Dark Cove, dude, Dark Cove.
Mission series.
It's expensive.
Master Distillery series.
Yeah, it's
I wanna
it's
try
probably-
all
yeah, it's
those,
probably
but,
like
They only put out like 2 a year.
yeah,
I'm sure those are phenomenal, but
right. It's just too hard to get, man.
Yeah.
Supernova, and they just came out with Ardbeg Scorch. I think that one's like 115. I mean, I've seen it, but I haven't really pulled the trigger on that. But
You see how much water I poured in there, right?
still smoky.
It's the flavor still holds up.
they didn't knock back the peat yet.
Dude, the smokiness
for-
is still there. You
lot
can
of
obviously
fruit on
tell
the
it's
nose,
watered down, but like the flavors, all of that's still there.
The fruit notes come out way more on the nose now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Damn. Yeah, with the water, a little bit of water added, it did tone down the peat a little bit. But man, the fruits is out there. Like
Oh,
I kind of like it with water. Actually,
I love smoke, and I never really wanted to
Yeah, but
dumb down
it
smoke.
almost
but
like
that
the
is
smoke
great.
was covering all the other flavors a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
But I like with the water, it's really good.
I think maybe the bite was covering it a little bit.
Maybe so,
With
too.
high proof, you drop a little bit of water.
Maybe that's where the pepper was
I'm
coming
telling you,
from
like
too.
this right now is drinking about an 80 proof, and like you get those fruits, it is sweeter. It is obviously mine's still smoky, whatever, but I poured a lot of water.
Yeah.
Dude, it really still stands up. I'm telling you, it drinks like an 80.
It did knock
Don't
back.
have that bite no more.
It took down the peat, but it didn't take down the peat much. But it took down it enough to let the fruits come out.
The sweetness of it.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird. You
And
went from pepper to sweet.
Right.
Yeah.
I honestly think that if the Ugadale's pretty high proof too for a Scotch. But if you'd have done that with the Ugadale, it probably would have toned down too much of the smoke, and the sweet would have overpowered it. Because the Ugadale's all
I don't
That's sherry
remember.
finish.
I think it's 108,
Sherry
maybe
finish.
109 on the Ugadale.
yeah. I like that one too, but I good stuff. I don't know if I like it better with water or without. Honestly, I'm usually a purist when it comes to this kind of thing, and I don't like to add water to stuff. The only thing I would add water to would be Scotch. Bourbon, I really don't add water to too much. Maybe a couple of drops in my life to create barrel proof, but this stuff is good. Whether you add water to it or not, to be honest with you. If you like it more peppery and smoky, leave it as it is. If you want more of the fruit aspect, throw a couple of drops of water in it, and you love it. I'm gonna give it a solid. Honestly, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I love it. Really, it's probably one of the better scotches I've had. So.
I don't want to jump in over him or whatever, but I was thinking a 4 as well. I was like, but man, everybody's always so low on their ratings. Like, I think that's the highest rating you've ever given.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, I think other than that, I was really like me some and nowhere, doesn't really compete because it's a bourbon, but at least Sinclair gave it a 3.75.
Well, scotches, I mean, I think this is right up there with some of the better scotches you can get, and I think it's all well deserving of 4.
Oh yeah.
Is it that, elusive 5 that we'll probably never find?
I hate to rate something to 5, and I'll tell you why. Because there's so much whiskey out there that you never try everything.
That's saying it's the perfect whiskey,
Yeah.
and I don't think there is such thing as a perfect whiskey. It could be just a change of day or a different day. It could be the seasons or whatever, spring, fall, winter, summer, whatever, when you having that whiskey, and it can all hit differently. So there is no perfect whiskey, so it'll probably never be a 5.
It's a solid 4.
If there's a 5, we're probably already well intoxicated.
I was thinking 4.25, man. I really like the smoky scotches. Obviously I haven't had as much scotch as I'd like to have, but as far as what I have had, this is gotta be one of the best bottles I've ever poured, man.
It's up there, man. Really good.
Really good. I'm gonna go with a 4.25 just to make math difficult. I mean, for me anyway.
It's not like we actually average these things out.
Yeah, but
I do a little average.
it's great. It's great. Instead, I think it hits a little bit hot, but adding the water takes the pepper out of it, and
Yeah, man, that water does a number to it.
I like
really
the proofing.
good.
I think the proofing is great, because I like the hot proof.
I do too.
But
I do too.
I found, and I'm a purist, I don't like putting water in anything, but it didn't knock it down any. It was still great.
Yeah.
And I poured a lot of
No,
water.
I give it a 4.25 with or without the water, honestly. But it's a handful without water for sure.
Yeah.
For someone who
I'll tell you
doesn't
what,
like
but
peaty
Scotch,
scotches, you would not like it.
Yeah.
now, there's a lot of people out there that just don't like smoky scotches like that.
Oh yeah.
You either do or you don't.
Oh,
I mean, if you do, some good stuff.
Right. What you got, man?
Oh, I went 4.
Okay.
I think it's great.
I can do the math on that. It's pretty much a 4.
I think
We always go by 4.
Yeah.
we've had a couple of them that we think that is better than it. Obviously, we're never going to get to that 5, but I want to leave room for those ones that I do think that are better. Now, with that, that 4.25 and that maybe that 4.5 mark on some of the other ones. Also, very hard to get. Scotch is a very broad market there. A lot of things to go through, and you have to consider, hey, look, this is a very smoky, peaty Scotch. Do we really compare that to some things that are not?
No. Try not.
I mean, we can still put the rating on it, but I mean, 4 and the smoky Scotch that might not be necessarily saying a 4 and a 9.
Yeah. I guess it all depends on your. Whiskey is subjective, so
It all depends
it
on
all
the
really
palate.
depends on your palate. So, that's why we do each individual rating because it's your own personal rating.
Yeah.
So.
We all really enjoy smoky Scotches. We also, prefer the other type. So
That's about it, though. Ardbeg Corryvreckan. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, all the
Instagram,
TikTok, all the platforms. So, see y'all next time, guys.
All right.
Couyons out.
Couyons.